Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is August 24th. Today is the first day of school, and the kids are off. I, myself, had a very weird morning for the first day of school, and I don't know why it happened. I will tell you, but I'm not going to go into full blown details. Slightly, a little bit. Anyways, TMI. It will be a TMI, I know. So while I sit here, figure out where I'm at on this project, untangle myself. Okay. This is the one that Anya made. I will link her channel down below. I accidentally did not chain the amount that she well, she didn't even chain. She did. She chained like 5. And then she did like this, like every double crochet you're like linked to another one. Anyways, I couldn't figure it out. And then I couldn't remember how many she did because I couldn't keep up. She was like 21. And then like when she got a couple of rows in, she was like, okay, the first row is going to be 29 and the second row is going to be 35 and so on and so on. So my starting chain actually has 23. I think something like that, 23 or 25. I can't remember. But I'm working on it, and I actually really like this one. I will probably make another one of these. I really, really like this. Like I said, I'll link the video down below. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of this yarn. I have done, let me see. My stomach hurts, guys, and I'm about to tell you. Anyways, let's see. So the increases are actually really easy. You're going to need stitch markers to like stitch mark where you're going to be at, but it's like super easy, I promise you. Let's see. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 increases, and you could do more increases than that, than just the 5, but there's 5, and I'm just going to keep going until I run out. And I think I said this in other videos. I started this the night that the power went out. I think I had like 12% of my battery left, and I used it to like start this blanket. And then I took notes right before my battery died so then I could finish it. But I have this left. I do have the mulberry color left that I'm putting on another shawl, so even though I have it, I don't want to use it on this one. So it was a shawl that I was working on that I'm taking apart and adding to another one. Now I think she used a DK weight yarn, which is a 3. I'm using a 4, and she used I think she used a 4.5 or 5 millimeter hook. I'm using a 7, and I like it. Okay, so I don't know how far in this video we're gonna get, but I am broke out in spots. I think I'm having an allergic reaction, and that's what's going on with me. It could be a couple of different things. So let me explain. Okay. So last week, I already like mentioned this in a prior video. I don't remember which one. I think it's the one where I was talking about I'm going to be getting induced soon. Anyways, all the issues that I've been having, I've been put on famotidine, famotidine. Now, I don't have a gallbladder, so I'm not blaming the meds. I don't know, because there's a lot of things I'm about to tell you. So, in 1 to 3% of people end up having diarrhea with it. Well, yesterday, I already have to take stool softeners. while I'm pregnant to help me have bowel movements, just because I don't have a gallbladder and I have IBS. So to help with that and not have a big flare up and get backed up, because I have IBS-C and IBS-D, and it's bad. However, the C doesn't happen unless something 100% triggers it. So I started this medication Saturday, and Sunday I was having issues with my stomach, but on Sundays lately I've been having to take 1 to 2 stool softeners. Yesterday I took one, and 24 hours later I went to go take the kids to school. I dropped the oldest off at middle school, and I went to go drop the younger two off, and I'm like, I just felt my gut just rumbling. And I'm like, okay, y'all are gonna have to go ahead and get out. And I was like, I gotta run home. I liquid nitrogen all over myself in the car and dropping them off. And then I get home, and I'm like, it's just, thank God I had a Depends on, because it wasn't bad. I have to wear Depends to, like, since I have my gallbladder, since I had my hip and pelvic floor surgery, because it was going to cause bladder issues, and I started to heal from that, and then I got pregnant, and then it's just like being now severely pregnant, and baby is shifting and everything, and you barely move, and this is baby number 4. I just pee myself sometimes. So, 'tis what it is. No shame. Anyways, so I had to like hop in the shower. I messaged Daniel. I was like, I don't feel great. I don't feel great. So I don't know if it was the meds plus the stool softener. I also don't know if it was Daniel. Friday night, out of nowhere, Daniel got sick to his stomach, throwing up. And he had to call off work Saturday. And Saturday he felt a little bit better. And then Sunday he was already off, so he didn't, he just didn't go to work because he was already off. But then he went to work today. So I don't know if like he had a stomach bug and I caught the stomach bug, plus like all that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just this too shall pass. Literally, figuratively, Lord's timing and everything, it will pass. Over the weekend, well, okay, hold on. So kids had they're at school, so I'm guessing their first day of school is fine. My oldest was the only one with the school supply list, so he had to walk in and, carry all this stuff. My youngest cried this morning. It wasn't the fact of going to school, it was the fact that he, how can I explain? You know how, like, going somewhere isn't the issue. It's the fact that you have to go there. Like, sometimes you want to stay home or you don't want to leave, even though, like, you know where you're going. It's going to be perfectly fine and you're going to love it, type of thing. That's my kid. Plus, like, he's gotten better, but he has, like, social anxiety and just a little bit, and, it's just how he is. But yeah, he sucked it up, and then he got out of the car and things were fine. Now he's probably crying at school right now, but they know, they understand him, they get him. Just trying to think. But yeah, it's been pretty different. Saturday I found out my one car had a flat tire. The other car wouldn't start. So we had to get Daniel's car and jump start the van. And then the van sliding doors wouldn't open. And then because Daniel being sick and the time that we figured it out, the tire place wasn't open. So then I thought yesterday he was going to take the tire to go get it fixed, but he didn't. And I'm not mad at him. It's just like we didn't have the tools to take it off. And then yesterday we were like, okay, I'll just drive the van, I'll just use the van, take the kids back and forth to school. Yeah, because the battery died in the van for some reason, the sliding doors wouldn't open. So they have to climb through the driver's seat to get to the back or the passenger seat to get to the back and the front. And so Daniel's gonna get a 10mm socket and basically reset the car like it says in the manual and what we looked up online. Hopefully that will help fix the back doors. But yeah, it's been great. And then I think Wednesday we're gonna take the car into the lot, not the lot. We'll take the car up to the tire place and get it fixed. So I don't know if Daniel tried to put air in the tire and see if it would hold just enough or what. So I don't know. I don't know. Also, I think he's getting fuses today too to see if it's a fuse that blew for the door. I have no idea. But I messaged my mom and I'm like, out of all the times that this happened, it literally right before school started. And then the van still smells like burning oil sometimes. It had an oil leak. We found that out the day after. Yeah, the day after we bought it. So then the company that had it fixed it and everything, but we haven't really been driving it because we haven't really needed to drive it because the van is for after the baby's here and we need all the seats up because my okay, I love a van over an SUV. That's me. That's just me. There's just not enough room in SUV. So when we have to go grocery shopping and everything, and when the baby's here, there's so much more room in the van than there is in the SUV that I have. So it would be for grocery shopping and running errands. Now, and then like if we go to church, we want to take my grandma somewhere, then we have room in the van to put all the kids in there, plus her, plus me and Daniel. So that's the reason why we were looking at another vehicle. However, this vehicle has been a pain in the butt. So, but it's fine. Now, like, if it's just me taking the kids to school or, like, we're not needing to go grocery shopping, we're not needing to, like, go to the store, we're not needing to do anything. If it's just me and Daniel and the baby, when she's here, we could just take the SUV and go do what we gotta do and fold down the seats. But, yeah, it's fine. I'm thinking about, this is what me and Daniel were kind of talking about, I think. And like we were talking about it, I don't know if he's agreed, but I think he's getting to that point. I think, because we bought the van as an as-is purchase, and everything was completely fine on it when we bought it. Like, it was just serviced 2 weeks beforehand, and it had, because the people were going to trade in anyways, and it got the clean bill of health. Yeah. Anyways, I think what we're going to do is, because it's such a low payment, and if it's just like tiny minor things, I think if it's like super tiny little minor things, I'm going to just fix it. Like if it's a fuse that needs to be fixed that was old, or something that's not a big hindrance. Now, like if it keeps having oil leaks or whatever, I think we're just gonna pay off the van and then just trade it in or something. I don't know yet. But it was like 6,000 for the van, which ain't bad. So, anyways, I hope the kids are having a great first day of school. I am excited to hear about their day when they get home. I have a kid that has a therapy appointment today, so Daniel's going to do that. If I'm still feeling really bad and I'm not like I'm underneath these guidelines that's a little bit more strict than the normal person that's pregnant. Um, so like in the first half of my pregnancy, I'm talking about like literally up until I was like 19, 20 weeks, I was so sick. So sick. Um, I had indirectly had hyperemesis gravidarum. I am overweight in a sense, so like I didn't lose the amount of weight that needed to be lost to get diagnosed with hyperemesis gravidarum, but they did. They were like, you basically have it. And I had to get IV drops. I've had to be on nausea meds. I was like basically bedridden. I couldn't drive the car. I couldn't. Car rides were inseparable. Couldn't eat. Couldn't drink. Couldn't Pedialytes, IV hydration packs, like um mashed potatoes, bananas, toast, applesauce, like literally anything and everything made me sick to my stomach. So, yeah, I was literally near death. I finally hit 19 and a half, 20 weeks, felt great. Um, Slightly, ever so occasionally, just a little bit, I'd start to feel nauseous and things, but it wasn't bad. 25 weeks came, I was back to being ill. I was back to being just nauseous and vomiting, and I was lightheaded. I was seeing specks, a little bit of blurred vision, room spinning, headaches. I think I said nausea. Um, Cramping in my stomach, but not like not not like baby in distress cramping is what I'm saying, but like cramping in my stomach. Um, Stomach flare ups, like all the things, right? Vomiting. I think I said I got pregnancy brain really bad. Anyways, like it was awful. Eat like a baby sized little tiny bowl of food and I'm throwing it right back up. Like all the things. Um, Top half of my stomach and the lower half of my back would cramp up so bad to the point that it would stay like that till I threw up. So that was fun. Talked to my doctor. I just seen her Wednesday. I will be getting induced at 39 weeks. I gotta do a preeclampsia panel. I have yet to do that. I'm like waiting for when Daniel can go with me, just in case like something was to happen. I have somebody with me. But like, so preeclampsia, I have every single sign and symptom except the high blood pressure. Fantastic. They're treating me for an ulcer in my stomach just because of all the vomiting and everything and how sick I am. Oh, I was having chest pains too, and gas trapped in my shoulder blades. I believe that I had gas was getting trapped in my chest, but to be on the safe side, they got me on H2 blockers to help because of the ulcer in my stomach and things like that. So I'm on those meds, and I'm also being treated with GERDs. It's been unique. So, I'm told. Okay, so let me explain. So at 36 weeks, I'll find out the day that I'm getting induced at 39 weeks. Unless something was to change, then I can get induced earlier. Because, high blood pressure or something was to arise. My glucose test is fine. I am slowly borderline anemic. It's fun, right? Like this one's really taking me out. Just trying to think of all the things. Yeah, so what I'm saying with this is I'm like on a little bit different thing of come in. So like people they're like usually like, okay, if you're feeling sick, if you haven't held down anything or really bad like stomach issues. Now instead of going to labor and delivery, they have a room that they can do the liquid IV drips. Not like the hydration packs, but like the, like the saline liquid vitamin drops IV. They do that um at your doctor's office now. So mine is, if I am having any type of stomach issues, if I'm feeling any certain type of way, I can come in and get it. Now, I am not the one that's like a little bit of anxiety of going in. No. But if I am still sick to my stomach and I'm still having episodes like I did this morning, I would definitely be going in. Especially if it lasts until tomorrow. Y'all, my wrist. Nah, y'all can't really see it. My wrist is like broke out right here with like an itchy rash. And I don't know what it is. I had to get into my 6-year-old's medicine. I have like a first aid little band-aid thing set. And my youngest is allergic to mosquitoes. It's just how he's always been. So like band-aids, hydrocortisone, itch relief, like all the things that you need. Bug bite remover, all the things. So I'm gonna have to like get into his little first aid kit that I send with the, because we were down to one tube. I gave a tube to my mom because she had not ingrown hairs, but like my mom's a hairstylist and things, so she cuts hair, and then like she just wipes and gets the hair off her legs and embed it into her pants legs, and then it was pricking at her hair, causing infection. So I had to give her some of that, and then my youngest went with her, and we couldn't find that tube because she thinks she left it at work. So I had to send him with that one, with his own. It is what it is. So he had like his little emergency little first aid kit. I mean, this year we didn't do it as much because the mosquitoes weren't as bad. But what I have to do starting in like the springtime is we have a bug light zapper thing outside. And every night we have to plug it in and let it run all night to help kill off the cycle of the mosquitoes, just to help eat them down. And then I need to like do it at my grandmother's and stuff, but if you're not out there, you don't like, other people don't think to do it because they're not allergic to mosquitoes like he is, so it's fine. Bug spray, little bug bite bands. He's like, it's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. Poor kiddo. But yeah, they haven't, well, funny enough, they haven't been bad this year. But I'll tell you what, like this past 2 to 3 weeks, like this whole like month of August, the mosquitoes have been horrendous. They've been in our room, like mine and Daniel's bedroom. They've been in our cars. They've been, and I don't understand why they're here. So, 'tis what it is. Can you guys believe that fall is, today's the 24th? I can do math. Today's the 24th, right? And fall is technically, by the calendar year, the first day of fall is September 22nd. So technically we have like 28 days-ish, or no, 32 days-ish until the first day of fall. Because like August has what, 31 days in it? So you have to count those in too. So like 34 days. Anyways, we have like a little over a month until fall. So crazy to me. I gotta go through the kids' clothes. Now, we've already been through them. What I need to do is I need to take my daughter's shorts and things that I know that's not gonna that are like borderline getting too small and put them up for her little sister. Because, you know, at some point she's going to be able to wear them. And then my oldest, I can, I think I've already did his. But pull out his pants and shirts that are too small and put them up for his little brother. And then I already went through my youngest's clothes and I boxed that up to go to my sister-in-law for my nephew. And then some of it that was too small for him is going to my other nephew. So, all things. Hey, doesn't this look like peanut butter and jelly? It was supposed to be like all this one right here. But I didn't get enough yarn. Like, I didn't plan on making this. But I ordered, you know, a couple skeins. And then I was like, hey, I have some of the mulberry stuff. So I'm going to put it together. So it's mulberry and sienna is the color waves. The color, what it says it's going to be. But it looks like peanut butter and jelly to me. And I find it so funny. Oh, I've been listening to Outlander. I started it last night. Not the TV series. So, I was told you could watch the TV series for free on Prime. No, you get the very first episode from season 1 free. And then you have to subscribe to, I think it's Starz. I think. And pay for that subscription to watch Outlander. So what I did, you know, I listen to audiobooks and I read books. I listen to audiobooks more than I read just because I like to keep my hands busy and stuff. Like, I'll crochet and read, that's not what I'm saying. But, like, you know, I love to read. But I just find myself listening more lately than reading an actual book. As much as I love to read. Anyways. So, I was watching this video where this woman made an Outlander shawl. She crocheted it. And I'm like, ooh, pretty. And she was like, so I bought the book. Or she was like, I rented the book from the library. And I'm like, duh! I could have done that. So, I went on Libby. Because we do visit our library. But I went on Libby. Libby said they had a book available, but it wasn't going to be ready. I thought it was ready for me to use it. No, it wasn't going to be ready until the 9th. So then I got on Hoopla, which I don't know if this is like nationwide, like Hoopla is, or if it's just like for like my surrounding areas for our libraries. I'm not, like I said, I don't know. But I got on there and I got the whole like unabridged book version. There's 32 hours of it. I just finished the first chapter last night. So while the kids are at school, I'm going to be listening to that and crocheting. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one day a week and go through stuff in this house. So, because I'm getting, well, for one, the kids won't notice. And two, y'all know what I mean. Two, I'm almost 31 weeks pregnant. And with everything going on, I need to just take it easy. I've been doing that already, but I just, now that the kids aren't home, I can actually like rest and sleep and not have to worry about anything and just finish out these final weeks. I'll be 31 weeks Thursday. So technically we have 8 weeks or less until she's here. So I just need to get as much rest as I can and go from there. So I'm just finishing out, you know, what's going on. So I think what I'm going to try to do is make each one of these clips about 30 minutes long and upload them. So we shall see. I still have yet to finish this row. These rows are getting so long. And they'd be longer if I started out with the 29 stitches. That's so much fun. Okay. I'm itchy. I can't believe my birthday's Thursday. That's so crazy. Alright. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and give us a big thumbs up. And I will link Anya's video down below of the shawl that she made, and you guys could see it, how she made it. She used 400 grams. I don't think it's gonna be 400 grams. Mind you, I'm using a bigger hook and a bigger yarn size, and she said that she got it to 90 inches for the wingspan or whatever, and then I think it was like 22 or 23 inches like long. Mind you, like I said, smaller hook, smaller yarn. And she said she used 400 grams. Here's my thing. This is my third or fourth ball of skein of this. And I think I used 1 or 2 skeins of the Mulberry. And this has 198 grams. So we'll say 200. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to say about 1,000 grams is what was needed to make this shawl. And I know that I'm bigger than her, but if I'm using a bigger hook and I'm using a bigger yarn, it should take up less. I don't know. I am pregnant, but also like, you know. Anyways, okay. So I will see y'all next time in another video. I love you guys. Bye.